Hello everyone, hello, we return with more Final Fantasy XIV. We are currently in Morby, dry dock of Lower La Noscea. We finished up in Summerford Farms, dealt with their mutinous employee. We delivered something to Swift Perch and helped them get their lighthouse back online. And now we're here to help out with the building of a ship, apparently. Man, the beginning of an RPG. You have a missive for me from Forge Master Hinanza. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over on Moon Pass. Let's see it then. An important message entrusted to you by Naldeacon Rameli's Forge Master Hinanza with orders to deliver to Victory Shipwright, Otbrit. Blast and botheration! Another delay? I am well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? Miro, is it? Well, Miro, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel to grace the docks since the Calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It is the symbol of Limsa Lominsa's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from the outside outside the Thalassocracy. Yet, even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Hey, he's gonna give me leather jackboots. We're level 14 now. Okay. Let's take a look at these boots that we got. Alright, I kind of hate them. But, sure. Apparently they give me more defense than the altered thigh boots, though, so... They match the rest of the outfit, at least. Except for the gloves, but we're gonna have to get some new ones, so... Alt Brim is looking for a member of his crew and items he was supposed to deliver. Where in the 7 hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with the shipment. And now, 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Birrelsmid, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Lominsa and is yet to return. I have sent several missives to Broda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. The man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Broda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. I don't know where Turtleback Island is, but that sounds like quite the threat. Off we go then. So these other side quests, they're just world building, essentially, and some of them have some really interesting stories to them, but we aren't going to be focusing on those right now, as it is MSQ time. Still get that audio issue. I hadn't heard it in a while, so I thought maybe we solved it, but we did not. Candlekeep Quay is over here. My bad. We're up a little too high. Oh, you want to fucking go, dude? So in FF14, you can jump from high up and not die, but if you're in combat and you jump from too high, you can die. But outside combat, you will almost certainly live. And by almost certainly, I mean you will. See? I have 36 health remaining, but you can't die unless you're in combat. Is there a Choco Keep here? It does not appear to be. Alright. Boy, does that self-vicious dog Otbrim doubt that I've told him anything less than the truth? We get to do another /doubt in chat. Yeah, falling's fatal if you're in combat when you do it. Turtleback Island? He can't do that, can he? I swore my poor Nana's grave. Navigator, rest his soul. I know not of Feralsmid, nor his precious supplies. Hell, we were here at the quay at the key have long had enough troubles with these past few suns. What with the sinking of that Limsa cargo ship off the Salt Strand, I haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every skag that wanders in off the grip. Not used to hearing that Battle Demon's Quiet Village. We got new gloves, so let's take a look at our hands here and see what we got on. Look at those. Now they match the rest of the outfit. Alright. Alberta here. Alberta is a suggestion for the kind adventurer who came bearing Foreman Otbrim's message. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have the time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand to help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows? You may just run across this Feralsmid everyone seems to be eager to find. Here's to hoping the Navigators hasn't found him first. Oh yeah, because I'm a messenger, I must be lazy. I see. See how it is. Oh look, there's a B rank enemy. B rank hunt. It's Barbastel. That thing will murder the fuck out of me. Oh, there's Feralsmid. Just happens to be hanging out over here. Also, look at this area. This is a very neat area. Kind of like it. Oi, I'm Feralsmid. You say the foreman's wondering on me whereabouts? Thought he might be, but you must know I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I caused. 2 nights past, I made the trip from dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs, so I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt the shore and the ship, the swells had risen to nigh on 10 yalms. It wasn't long before the waves had a hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Lominsa galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect strewn across the Salt Strand. I've made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with keat cream. I ate one with the sword, and you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. Alright, so the keat cream are these little rat people. They're well known in these parts, I guess. Fuck these guys up while we're here. Using an ability called Phase, which is very similar to Overpower. Alright, so we got a brass helm wheel. Oh, the future Beachcomber did not take too well. Take kindly to be picking up the wheel. Hey, look at this area. This is a pretty cool area. I like it. We got the tangled rigging. Another one fits on us. And we got a folded sailcloth just over here. Well, at least I got to make use of the last. Done. And we got the kids to be this last beachcomber. So the Kikirn, they don't have a huge part to play in FF14. They're just one of the many, like, beach tribes that dwell within. Now, they do show up from time to time and have some interesting parts in the story, but for the most part, they're just kind of scavengers that exist, and they're very similar to Jawas in Star Wars, in my opinion. That night I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and it weren't long before the world around me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the seven hells, and I woke to find myself washed ashore, and here I's been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. Alright. A piece of nautical equipment intended for the victory and sought after by shipwrecked Feralsmid. And it's the same description for all three, so... The missing parts! I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quay so that I might pay me respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Otbrim that I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. Okay, so what's the faster way to get there, you think? I mean, we could just teleport, but I don't really want to do that. Probably this way. Alright. Making our way down dry docks. In this case, we're going up to the dry docks before we go down. But look, it's nighttime again. Like I said, I really like it when it's nighttime in this game too, because you get like all the ambient sound with the wind and whatnot. And this music here is very Final Fantasy XI. It reminds me so much of Mora and Sabina. Sabina? Selbina? One of the two. Yeah, Mora is the town that's across the ferry from Selbina in FF11. Selbina's what you were thinking? Yeah, it's a good song. Can I get to where that fuck is from here? Or... Getting some weird graphical lag. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's causing that. I'm relieved to hear that both Feralsmid and the supplies are unharmed. Though I was foolish for him to believe that I would blame him for that, which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks was calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Quay was less of a natural sort, the sort which the Sahagan must have been known to conjure. Hey! I learned provoke. Oh, we're gonna get another request reward here. Victory Foreman Otbrim is considering recommending you for an important job involving dry dock security. Miro, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Naldik and Vimelis. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Gimthloda, the head of the watch here at the dry dock, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requests assistance by investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa Lominsa endured before, during, and following the Calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handfuls of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. Okay, we've been pointed in another direction. Oh, in case you guys are interested, there is PvP in this game. Now, I have no plans to do PvP, but there, this is where you would go to access it. She's got a nice outfit on. Look at that. I like the Grand Company outfits. Oh yes, I had a feeling you would be the one Othbrim sent. Since you first arrived at the Morby dry docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, well, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It's simply protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That, and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then. I assume Othbrim has informed you what your task would entail. The pirates, we believe, are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men, posing as a lost adventurer, and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Nanyo's stationed at the rear gates can provide you with an exact location to the camp. Alright. Hey, dude. Nero! I knew it! No more sardines for Nanyo. Tonight, I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on who Othbrim would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Why, thank you there. The job. Yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to the barren cape with a single large half buried in the cliff overlooking the area. Overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated in Nemea, the Spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. Also, one thing I'd like to note, guys, we have a similar hat on, if you notice, between the two of us, right? But this cat person here, hers have ears built into them, which is a really interesting little detail. Anyway. So, Limlan is the patron goddess, or the patron saint of Limsa Lominsa. But there are other gods that are worshipped, and the spinner over here is another one of them, Limlan. Got fireflies, and see this stone here? Got her symbol on it for the spinner. Disreputable pirate. I'm giving you to the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your venturing arts back down to whatever rock it is ye crawled out from under. You see, eyes added up to ears, me ears with your type, roaming the ilks like they was yours to roam. It is getting to be that a man cannot enjoy a mug of rum without some shite breath outlander running up asking, which is the way to the local aid mate? 7 L's if I know. I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. Balls. Once we've had my boy, me boy back, I'm putting the godforsaken pistol of an island so far behind me, ain't no one will remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags. We've knives to sharpen. Okay. That was a quick case of go fuck myself. Okay. Well, shit. I've never seen this map before. Huh. I don't know where to get that. That's cool. Probably a, gold saucer map. So, the trespassers are indeed pirates. And they are indeed planning something. What is this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be the target was never the victory? Something's not right, and I won't sit idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Miro. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Sure. Alright, we got a new axe. Let's do our thing. Let's zoom in. This is what our spiked bronze Libis looks like. Essentially the same, except it's got this little filigree or design on it. But I guess the bottom might be spiked now too. Victory in peril. Grimthoda, a captain of the watch at the Morby Dry Docks, wishes your aid in dealing with potential intruders, and we get some antidotes. I'm concerned, Miro. It appears that the pirates I had to investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer and closer to the dry docks, so I must assume they mean to target the Victory herself. That ship is the symbol of everything Lominsa strives to become, and I will not allow these base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you, Miro, are just the woman to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Urswitz at the front gate or Nanyo at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Alright, let's go talk to Nanyo, since we have not, or since we're familiar with her, and, you know, she seems nice. Hail, adventurer! Glad to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. The gods knows our reports would sit on Grimthoda's desk gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I'd take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. Alright, let's head over to Empty Heart, which is up here. Hello there, gigantic crab. He looks like the friendly sort. Citizen snips. This chick is beating the crap out of, well, you want to go? Let's see. Okay, so they're here. I feel like not having any guards posted up here is a strategic weakness. Bah, spotted me, did ya? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. Okay. Can't actually jump down here though, so maybe it's not a structural weakness. Just won't let you do it. But you can drop here, and look at that. I live. Even if it had been able to do more damage than I had, it would have left me at 1 health. So, oh, look at that. We have whenever you see this around an NPC, this aura, you know there's a quest coming up, like a little mini duty for you. So, you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventurer to ask for aid. But what could these knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening. Captain! Oh, trouble! At the shipyard! Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates! I don't know. Stop me good. Gods below, we were not prepared for this. The pirates? Soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Explosives? There's no time to lose. Miro, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I will see to this man's wounds, then follow after. Make haste now. This rapid game actually runs pretty okay. Hustle's gonna cast her. No spells for you, I'm afraid. Never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still, don't trust those slimy bastards. But their plan worked like a charm. Ugh, what are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy. This'll be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important the ship is? What it represents? Oh, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life, become a shipwright, and building a bleeding Maelstrom vessel at that. What under Limlian's wide green ocean made you take up these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody sense. Duh. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days. But that era is over. I wondered why Otbrim never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. This ship's a symbol, alright, of everything that went wrong with the world. And I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. Kipdota, Miro, pray, beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory. Miro's just like, alright, you got it. This is madness! A pirate don't abandon his treasures. You have no idea who you're up against. Please, you cannot let him win. I must be getting old, letting some green venture get the best of me. Duh. That's one big bloody ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did you? Alright. My thanks, Miro. I shudder to think what would have become of the victory without your intervention. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I best get to sorting out the docks. And my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Never did my father have a way of turning my life upside down. Pray convey my thanks and my apologies to Gimthora. Alright, let's finish up this quest and we'll take our break. First NPC you talk to. You look very sane. Very sane. Well, there, you, Miro. I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa Lominsa from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems that security regiment will require much in the way of improvement if we are to truly keep the dry dock safe. Otbrim apologizes. Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe he will come to see a single conclusion. The most fitting way to moving past his anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. And by the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Raiders' men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I would ask you another favor. Okay. So, before we pick up the next quest, we are going to take our break. We got about an hour left to stream, so we're going to do 30 minutes more of story, and then we're going to shift over to doing side stuff, which is the story quests for Marauder. So, I will be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. We got more Final Fantasy XIV for you.